So establishing your brand, that has to do with, of course, your company name. For instance, humanity in HR. What does that tell you? That for what we're doing for HR, that means that's what we're doing. And then we believe in humanity. And in essence, everything we do should come back to the name. So you may decide to call your business far reaching HR, whatever it may be. It should speak to either your values, who you serve, or how you plan to operate your business. And if you're someone thinking also about, working with the government, for instance, what colors work well with the government? What do we always see? Red, white, and blue, which is why my colors are red, white, and blue. Because eventually, because I'm established throughout the whole East Coast to do business with the government, and those are colors that they favor. So think about in a way where you plan to end, who your clients will be. I will say this though, in terms of stabilizing your income, you need all different kinds of clients. So you need maybe, depending on your field, but nonprofits, for profits, government, whomever you can get, because the way they pay is different. Some companies, they can only pay out maybe $5,000, for a credit card. And other times they have to mail you a check. So it really just depends. And they may, can only pay every 90 days, whatever it may be. The pay cycle is different depending on the company, depending on their rules. So it's important to diversify your clientele in that way to make sure your money is coming at all times. All right. And one other thing I would add to that, in terms of just to add back to making sure that you're getting paid, as much as possible, collect all money upfront. And I'm going to tell you a story about that. I had a client who had been a client for some time, but I knew they were going through financial difficulties. So, in trying to help and assist, and knowing that they had always made good on, the money before, I let them do an IOU. Needless to say, the date and time came, the money never came. A month later, the money never came. We would have conversations and they would promise and fail, but the money never came. What did I learn from that? We ended up offsetting it later, but it just became a headache and it impacted our relationship moving forward. So where, guess what? We can never do any IOUs again. And it just created a situation that didn't have to be there. So whatever your policies are, if that is your policy to receive payment upfront, stick with that. Because remember, you're in business just like they are. And you don't want to become a bill collector, because bill collectors, at least from the business owner standpoint, don't get paid. And it wastes a lot of time and energy and opportunities or situations where you're not making money. So make sure that you're collecting all money upfront. Okay.